back.
Hello. Now I think it's
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So, for those of us who are uninitiated with this conversation, I'd like to ask the question again that first of all, how did you decide that you wanted to become a civil servant? And secondly, because you had good marks in 10th standard and it's usually the norm कि उसके बाद science या maths लेने के लिए ही बोला जाता है. So, how did you cross that hurdle? So, yes.
So what happened with me was that my parents they have not done their education to a I mean my mom is 10th pass and my dad is 12th pass. So
Okay.
and that's long back. So they didn't know the modern education framework. They
Right.
although fortunately they always managed to make sure that we studied in good schools from whatever
Hmm.
sources they could get to know. But my education as such was to be decided by me and my brother. And
Okay.
when this 10th exam results came, I scored 10 CGPA in that year. So
Hmm.
fortunately or unfortunately, I was the only one in my school to score that CGPA. So all my
Okay.
teachers, including my principal, were after my life कि आप तो क्योंकि you have scored such good marks, you have to go for science. आप commerce कैसे ले सकते हो? So
Right.
I was insistent on the fact that मुझे commerce लेनी because I never enjoyed science. I really enjoyed
Hmm.
accounts. I really enjoyed maths. So I thought कि नहीं मुझे नहीं लेना and then I stuck to whatever I said and I took commerce. Then there was a flip flop. I again changed to science. Then again a flip flop and I changed to commerce. So finally I did commerce, and a large part of it the credit goes to my brother because he always supported me. And then the
Right.
plan was that after taking commerce, I will ultimately aspire to study in Delhi University because it is supposedly the best university in India for commerce and
Hmm.
arts students. And I was keenly interested in again economics.
Okay.
So that was there, and at the same time, I also planned that if I go to Delhi, I will definitely give UPSC a try. So
Okay.
everything moved together, but everything happened in a span of 15 days after the 10th result.
Okay. But I did read somewhere कि I think in fifth standard or so, your father did ask you to become a collector, right?
That was somewhere in the back of my mind when I was so
Okay.
my dad being a businessman, he used to interact with the bureaucrats a lot, and he did not
Mm-hmm.
have unfortunately good fond memories of those interactions. So he
Okay.
wanted me to become one and then change the perspective of the people that ऐसे भी bureaucrats हो सकते हैं in that
हाँ
sense.
जी.
So when I was very young, I didn't even know. He just made us like a comment, passing comment of sorts, and I didn't even know at that age कि होता क्या है, करना क्या होता है. Honestly, when I started preparing, I didn't know what is the syllabus, कितने
हाँ.
एग्जाम होते हैं, कितनी सर्विसेज होती हैं. I had no idea of the structure of the exam, but it
Okay.
kind of stuck to me. And when the after 10th, like I said, when it came to a point where I had to decide my career trajectory, this
Hmm.
somehow came back to me, and I decided अच्छा वहाँ जा ही रहा हूँ तो I think I should give it a try. It also boded well kind of with what I wanted to do with life. I have never been
Okay.
after money of sorts.
Hmm.
Being from a business family, money has never encouraged me. And I don't get excited by it. So
Right.
I always wanted to get into something which is much more broad, encompassing as compared to money. So this was again a way of doing it.
Okay. That's brilliant. So you came to Delhi for doing your bachelor's and master's both, right? So
Yes.
when you started preparing for UPSC, तो सबसे पहली चीज ऐसी क्या थी जो आपने की? मतलब what was your framework कि इस तरीके से pursue करना है इस चीज को?
So when I came to Delhi, like college, so first year I came with the mindset of the कि मैं economics लूंगा, and
Hmm.
economics मुझे इसलिए लेनी है because I will choose economics as my optional in UPSC, and
Right.
that is the first step of how I wanted to pursue UPSC in as my career option.
Hmm.
And then I decided in the first second year that I will not opt for any coaching. I will not majorly focus on studying for
Right.
UPSC in the first 2 years. I wanted a good exposure. I wanted to expose myself to Delhi because being from a very small town, I had no exposure. I
Hmm.
uh, fortunately understood that UPSC demands that kind of personality. You cannot go with anything and mugging up things and pass the exam and then score a good rank. That generally doesn't happen, right?
Right.
So I wanted to be fully prepared. So college, I wanted to utilize the first 2 years, and then the third year I decided that okay, now I want to give an attempt immediately after my graduation. So third year,
Okay.
towards the latter half of third year, I decided कि अच्छा चलो अब coaching join कर लेता हूँ. So I found a coaching through references. In the coaching, I made sure that I join something where I get personal attention. I didn't want to go to a coaching there जहाँ पे एक क्लास में 500 बच्चे पढ़ रहे होते हैं. It didn't make sense to me. So I wanted somewhere वहाँ पे 30 से 40 बच्चे हों and I could talk to the teacher whenever I want. I could ask doubts in the class. I
Right.
wanted that kind of an atmosphere. So I went to a coaching. It was very small. Not many people still know about it, but I enjoyed the atmosphere in the class in that sense. So those are the things which I did, and then I started. And when I started, I majorly focused in the first, I think, at least a month. I majorly
Right.
focused only on the newspaper and nothing else.
Okay. So you started with newspaper because usually ये बोलते हैं कि आप थोड़ा सा syllabus पहले खत्म कीजिए, get a background for yourself, and then you begin with the newspapers.
It actually works the other way around. No? So the problem, there are two advantages of starting with the newspaper. One is you understand NCERT much better. Because होता क्या है ना कि आप जब भी न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो, if you read the newspaper well, if you spend about, जैसे I used to spend about 4 hours every day on the newspaper when I
Right.
started. So I used to, and 4 hours पढ़ने में नहीं लगते थे, but 2 hours of reading and 2 hours of going back to the context of what the news article is representing.
Right.
And then you start reading upon it and researching. तो जब आप NCERT पढ़ रहे हो, तो you can relate to अच्छा ये नया कुछ हुआ था, and you can relate much better. And
Right.
secondly, it helps you pick your optional. So a lot of people who are not very sure about their optional, they can get much better equipped with the fact कि अच्छा मुझे ये subject बहुत पसंद आ रहा है, and because newspaper covers everything ना, so you will be able to relate much better to your own understanding, your own interest कि मुझे यही लेना है.
Right.
इसलिए I suggest कि this is a much better way of approaching the exam instead of just picking up the books and start mucking up. समझ भी नहीं आता. अगर if you
हाँ.
start reading NCERT and you start just अच्छा तो पढ़ना क्या है, कैसे पढ़ना है, you don't know, you have no idea.
Right. And especially for somebody who is not from the humanities background, तो उसके लिए तो वैसे ही थोड़ा difficult हो जाता है.
Exactly. So they will, because they have not been exposed to the mugging up aspect. We are
Right.
much better equipped in that sense. तो उनके लिए तो और भी डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है क्योंकि वो सॉल्विंग में लगे होते हैं. वहां पे तो यूपीएससी में doesn't need solving, right? So
जी.
to get into the framework of understanding and researching on your own, I think newspaper is the best way of getting yourself in that groove of sorts.
Okay. So first newspaper then. मतलब begin with a few months of newspaper reading ताकि you get familiar with the aspects.
I think a minimum a month before you finally decide on your optional. At least give a month to a newspaper along with any other book if you want to read. I'm not saying you
Right.
don't read anything else, but before you finally decide on your option, at least give yourself a month to go through all the subjects that you will be surrounded by in this whole
Right.
preparation framework. Yeah.
So because you mentioned optional, your choice of optional was also very unusual because you did your masters and graduation both in economics and your optional was law. So how did you decide on that?
So let me be very honest. So it was a very stupid decision on my part, to be honest. And why? Because हुआ ये कि सिंपल सा, I'll again being very honest, हुआ ये कि जिस कोचिंग में मैं जाता था वहाँ पे से 3 ऑप्शन पढ़ाते थे, हिस्ट्री, पॉल साइंस
जी.
एंड लॉ. I didn't want to go anywhere and I wanted to go for a coaching. तो पॉल साइंस और हिस्ट्री में बहुत कम encouragement था उस कोचिंग में kind of. So whoever
Okay.
came to that coaching, 90% of them ended up taking law. चाहे लॉयर हो, चाहे डॉक्टर हो, चाहे टीचर हो, या आर्ट्स हो, इंजीनियर हो, सब कुछ लॉ ले, सब एवरीबडी यूज्ड टू टेक लॉ देयर. सो मुझे भी बोला गया, आई वाज काउंसल्ड कि इकोनॉमिक्स में नंबर नहीं आते हैं, यू शुड टेक लॉ बिकॉज लॉ इज स्कोरिंग, लॉ इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग, इंटरेस्टिंग, फलाना फलाना. एंड आई सेड कि अच्छा ठीक है. द ओनली थिंग दैट आई वांट टू हाईलाइट हियर इज कि आई initially when I chose law, I was not well equipped. I was not doing my R&D. But the only
Okay.
reason I persisted with law for the next, for all my attempts, all my 4 attempts, is only because I really, really enjoyed the subject. It is not because somebody told me कि आप law ले लो, तो मैंने लेके रख लिया, and I did not.
जी.
I wanted to just persist with it forever. It was only majorly because I was extremely interested, and I still am today, in fact.
Okay. But usually they also say ना कि सिर्फ interest पे आपको नहीं जाना चाहिए. You should look at the previous year pattern या आप कितना grasp कर पा रहे हो उस चीज को. Because optional में तो you need a bit of specialization.
See, my understanding of how you should choose an optional is, I think there are 2 very important factors. One is
Okay.
what I said, interest, and 2 is the definitely a part of it is कि पिछले कुछ सालों में scoring pattern क्या है. But
जी.
I don't think कि आपको कितना grasp आप कर पा रहे हो किसी subject को, that is to be criteria, because I think anybody preparing for civil services is able to grasp everything after a certain point of time. अगर आप 1.5-2 महीने पढ़ लेते हो तो आपको सब समझ में आने लगता है. It
जी.
is only with very technical subjects like probably geography is one a technical subject. सो वहां पे आपको थोड़ा सा सोचना पड़ता है कि अच्छा shall I go for it or not.
Right.
Otherwise, I definitely agree there are two factors to it. One is the scoring pattern. But
Hmm.
once you have decided, for example, in scoring pattern for me, for example, economics and law were pretty much the same in the scoring pattern, right? Then
Right.
I have to definitely go with my interest and nothing else. So
Okay.
interest is paramount to everything else. That is what
Hmm.
I'm trying to.
Okay. सर अबाउट द स्ट्रैटेजी ऑफ जीएस यूजुअली क्या होता है बिकॉज जब हम लोग कोचिंग ज्वाइन करते हैं तो वहां पे बहुत स्कैटर्ड तरीके से पढ़ाया जाता है बिकॉज एक दिन किसी सब्जेक्ट की क्लास होती है नेक्स्ट डे किसी और की सो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू जो सिलेबस हम खत्म करना चाह रहे हैं जीएस वाइज या सब्जेक्ट वाइज खत्म किया जाना चाहिए या फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा करके
मुझे लगता है कि सब्जेक्ट वाइज फिनिश करना इज अ बेटर स्ट्रेटजी. एंड दैट इज बिकॉज किसी भी जैसे अगर इमेजिन योर सेल्फ स्टडिंग हिस्ट्री राइट. तो हिस्ट्री में
राइट
एवरी रेवोल्यूशन फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. सो एवरी रेवोल्यूशन इज वन वे और द अदर इंटरकनेक्टेड राइट. लाइक फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन से बहुत सारी वैल्यूज आई वो अमेरिकन रेवोल्यूशन में चली गई. सो it is a bad idea that you study French Revolution and then hold for 1 week and then wait for the American Revolution to start.
राइट
Right? Just doesn't make sense. It takes a lot more energy if you start applying that approach. तो आपको करना ये है कि I mean every coaching has a different pattern. You can't change the coaching's pattern. But आप ये कर
एग्जैक्टली
सकते हो कि because ultimately coaching is not telling you much apart from very technical
हाँ
subjects again like geography कि आपको एक certain तरीके से पढ़ना है. Coaching is basically telling you कि आपको यहाँ से शुरू करना है और यहाँ पे खत्म करना है. And that is all they are doing. They are not doing beyond
राइट
anything beyond that, right? So आप जब खुद पढ़ते हो घर पे आने के बाद में, so then you stick to the pattern कि आज मैंने you start 10 days late. So for example, अगर 1st August को कोचिंग में ज्योग्राफी शुरू हुई है, so
जी
you start your study of geography on 15th of August. So that already few subjects, few topics are covered, and then you start your own revision or your own note making on the 15th of August, and तब आप उसको फिर continuously खत्म कर दो. So once you are done with the subject, then attempt a
राइट
test paper of that subject, so that you can understand कि आपको prelims point से उस subject को कैसे पढ़ना है.
जी
And that
सो
is
यू
how
आर
you
सेइंग
should. Yeah.
सॉरी यू वर सेइंग समथिंग
No. Then.
सो इट मीन्स आप ये कह रहे हैं कि एज सुन एज यू फिनिश द सिलेबस एटलीस्ट एक बार ही तो टेस्ट देके देख लो सो दैट यू नो कि आप कहाँ स्टैंड करते हैं और वेयर यू
हाँ.
मेकिंग योर मिस्टेक्स
Absolutely. I
ओके
think subject wise test बहुत help करते हैं static के understanding के लिए. बहुत help करते
राइट
हैं.
सो सेक्शनल टेस्ट और फुल टेस्ट
No, I think पूरा subject खत्म करो. So if you're done with geography, give a full-fledged geography का test. Then if you're done with
राइट
polity का एक test दे दो. History को you can break it. History को you can break in ancient, medieval, and modern, and
ओके
post-modern. I mean post-independence. So you can break it
हाँ
into those 4 parts, but not every subject.
ओके सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि प्रीलिम्स के लिए टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन करने का बेस्ट टाइम क्या है मतलब समवेयर अराउंड 6 months बिफोर द एग्जाम और स्टार्टिंग से ही करने लग जाइए आप
माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज कि जब भी आपको सो टेस्ट सीरीज का पॉइंट अगेन सेम है कि आई मीन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू द एस्पिरेंट्स नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जो टेस्ट सीरीज में कई बार मेरे को सवाल लोग पूछते हैं सर टेस्ट सीरीज के बाद एनालाइज क्या करें, क्यों करना है उसको एनालाइज. मतलब you don't need to really analyze the test series because test series में से क्वेश्चन ऐसा नहीं है कि यूपीएससी वहीं से उठा के तुमसे सवाल पूछने वाला है. It
राइट
hardly is the case any time, right? It is majorly because मुझे ये पता है कि जब मैं टेस्ट सीरीज सॉल्व कर रहा होता हूँ तो मुझे पहले से पता होता है कि ये वाला टॉपिक मेरा छूटा हुआ है. I am not very sure, so I need to go back and study this. So whether you read that test series again and then start writing and scribbling in that test paper, it is hardly material. It is hardly productive. So you probably can utilize your energy somewhere else. So that is the first point I want to make. And second, आपको टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन करने का टाइम वो होता है जब यू आर एटलीस्ट डन विद एटलीस्ट 2 सब्जेक्ट्स. You are
राइट
at least with, like for example, you are done with history and geography. Then you start your test series, but excessive focus on the test series right in the beginning is a bad idea. The
ओके
good you should really focus on test series about 2 months before the exam, not before that. जैसा कि मैंने कहा एक सब्जेक्ट खत्म हो गया, एक टेस्ट दे दिया, फिर 15 दिन के लिए भूल जाओ, फिर देन नेक्स्ट
हाँ
सब्जेक्ट 15 डेज के बाद दूसरा टेस्ट दे दो, दैट इज फाइन. बट गुड लाइक dedicatedly pursuing a test series that should happen not before more than 2 months.
राइट सो दिस इज अबाउट प्रीलिम्स बट मेंस के लिए भी यूजुअली ये होता है कि आप आंसर राइटिंग की जगह टेस्ट सीरीज प्रीलिम्स के पहले से ही ज्वाइन करने लग जाते हैं यू वांट टू फिनिश 1 or 2 टेस्ट सीरीज फॉर मेंस सो डू यू थिंक दैट इज अ गुड अप्रोच
So for answer writing, पहली बात तो मुझे लगता है anybody who has given, for example, अगर दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चे हैं या
जी
ऐसी कोई आर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चे हैं तो they don't need to do answer writing before prelims at all. So you can just do away with answer writing. करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. मेंस के बाद बहुत समय मिलता है and you can
हाँ.
be very equipped because answer writing पहले लिखने का again the purpose is not to by heart and mug up certain answers. The purpose is to get into the habit of writing the answer. And the
Right.
purpose is well served for people like us who are art student and economics student and commerce student क्योंकि हमें पहले से कॉलेज में आदत होती है. So we are into
Exactly.
that habit of writing the answer. तो तुम्हें और टाइम स्पेंड करने की जरूरत नहीं है. राइट. उसके अलावा जो इंजीनियर्स हैं या फिर जो और हैं जिन्होंने ये हैबिट कभी एक्वायर नहीं करी है, दे कैन स्टार्ट राइटिंग. बट आई डोंट एडवाइज अ टेस्ट सीरीज. द मैक्सिमम यू कैन डू इज कि राइट अबाउट 10 answers a week, and that is fine. Not more than
Okay.
that. I don't think you need to go beyond that. Any questions, it doesn't really matter. It is again only a matter of practice. But time yourself. So whenever you are writing, start timing yourself. पहले दिन अपने आप को 15 मिनट दो, फिर 10 मिनट दो, फिर यूपीएससी टाइम पे आ जाओ कि यूपीएससी में मुझे कितना टाइम मिलेगा, मुझे उतने में लिखना है.
जी. सर बट यूजुअली ये चीज भी सुनने में आती है कि आप कुछ टॉपिक्स पे अपने स्टैंडर्ड आंसर्स मेंटेन करके रखिए, यू नो, प्रिपेयर फॉर्मेट कि आप किस तरीके से अपने आंसर्स लिखने वाले हैं. सो डिड यू आल्सो डू दैट?
So I had a standard format for any answer that I wrote ever, and which is introduction, body, and conclusion, and that is all. That is all my standard format is. उसके अलावा मैंने किसी टॉपिक पे कोई तरह का फॉर्मेट फॉर्मूला कभी मेरे को बनाने का मौका ही नहीं मिला, कभी मैंने बनाया भी नहीं. बिकॉज आई डोंट थिंक यूपीएससी ऐसे सवाल बिल्कुल अभी पूछता है आजकल पिछले 3-4 सालों से जो आपने सीधा टॉपिक पढ़ा और आपने जवाब लिख दिया. ऐसा हार्डली होता है यूपीएससी में. The only thing, and I advise this to everybody, ये बहुत important है. Try this if you have not tried this, especially for people who are appearing again. Introduction, body और conclusion को dedicatedly हर question में follow कीजिए. I can bet you that at least 10 marks will increase for your in your total score.
Okay. So that is it. वो डेमो आंसर्स बनाना हर टॉपिक पे आईआर के लिए कुछ नहीं.
It's absolutely unless मेरा ऑप्शनल लॉ था. So I had, for me it was not like a GS paper ना. मेरे पेपर में questions repeat होते हैं. Like if you study last 10 years paper, every year 1 or 2 questions get repeated, and then 5 years. So it is like if अगर मैंने 10 साल के पेपर सॉल्व कर लिए तो I pretty much studied the entire syllabus, and the questions are verbatim repeated, right? So in that case I used to prepare a certain kind of model answers in my head कि मुझे ये केस लिखना है, ये केस लिखना है, ये वाला पॉइंट लिखना है. So in that case I used to prepare, but not कि मैं GS में prepare करने लगूँ. I don't think that helps anything anyway.
Right. सर किसी ने कमेंट्स में पूछा है हाउ टू अप्रोच साइंस एज अ सब्जेक्ट, बिकॉज वो एक्चुअली में बहुत बड़ा डिलेमा होता है कि बहुत ज्यादा पूछा भी नहीं जाता है प्रीलिम्स में, और पूछते हैं तो करंट अफेयर्स से. सो व्हाट अबाउट साइंस, आपने किस तरीके से उसको डील किया?
So for I will answer this for science, art and culture, except Buddhism, Jainism, and I think I said for environment also pretty much. I am talking about myself. So I used to read these subjects only 1 month before the exam, and only 2 readings of a very small booklet that I had. And the simple reason is what you said, that factual उसमें से आता ही नहीं है. So it's a complete waste of time, but you have to read it only because you cannot let any subject, any topic unread. So you have to read it because पैसे syllabus में दिया हुआ है, and that is why you read it twice. But question आएगा न्यूज़पेपर में से.
जी.
So अगर साइंस के क्वेश्चन को यूपीएससी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पढ़ना है तो न्यूज़पेपर को ढंग से पढ़ना. That is it. That is how you solve science questions in UPSC.
तो करंट अफेयर्स के लिए आपने बस न्यूज़पेपर ही पढ़ा या फिर ये दूसरी वेबसाइट्स या फिर कोई मंथली मैगजीन या कंपेंडियम्स भी पढ़े?
So for me, I used to study newspaper, and I again till the very end of my preparation in my 4th attempt, I used to spend about 2 hours in reading the newspaper every day. Even today, I spend about an hour in reading the newspaper, by the way. But so 2 घंटे मुझे minimum वहाँ पे लगते थे. And beyond that, in the last attempt, I read the monthly compilations, not as a substitute to the newspaper, but as a supplement to the newspaper. जब मुझे पढ़ के हो जाता था तो towards last में मुझे उसको, क्योंकि मुझे पढ़ने में बहुत समय कम लगता था, because I had already read everything in the newspaper. But I think that सब करंट अफेयर जितनी भी हैपनिंग्स हैं, जितनी भी स्कीम्स हैं, वो सारा न्यूज़पेपर कवर नहीं करता है. इसलिए दैट इज द ओनली रीजन यू नीड टू प्रोबेबली रेफर टू एनी वन मंथली कंपाइलेशन, एंड जनरली एवरी मंथली कंपाइलेशन इज द सेम. सो इफ यू रेफर टू एनी वन, यू प्रीटी मच रेफर टू एवरीथिंग. right?
Right.
And beyond that, I don't think you need to refer to any monthly magazine, Yojana, Pratyogita Darpan, CSR. Everything is nonsense. Don't read it. You don't need it. I mean, it may be good, but not
Right.
necessary from UPSC point of view at all. So don't read it.
ओके सो मतलब जो ये इतना टाइम वेस्ट कर देता है बिकॉज यू नो यूजुअली करंट अफेयर्स के लिए सम कभी पे 9 PM का डेली वो जिस्ट आ रहा है 10 PM पे क्विजेज आ रही हैं या फिर ऑल इंडिया रेडियो का 14 मिनट का एनालिसिस ये सब
दे ऑल इंडिया रेडियो का एनालिसिस मैंने कभी सुना नहीं, बट अगेन इट्स लाइक
ओके
राज्यसभा टीवी, वो भी मैंने कभी नहीं सुना. बट आई पर्सनली थिंक कि अगर किसी को अपने न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ के अपना पर्सपेक्टिव नहीं डेवलप कर पा रहे हैं, तो देन दीज आर गुड authentic sources to equip yourself with that kind of knowledge and insight. कि आपको
राइट
अगर दूरदर्शन का 14 मिनट पढ़ के आपको लग रहा है कि आई एम गेनिंग समथिंग, सो देन यू रीड इट. अगर आपको राज्यसभा टीवी का बिग पिक्चर देख के अगर आपको लग रहा है कि ओके आई एम गेनिंग सम डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव्स एंड आई थिंक आई कैन यूज देम इन माय आंसर, देन इट्स टाइम वेल यूटिलाइज्ड. मुझे ऐसे कभी नीड लगी नहीं, तो मैंने कभी इस चीज को
ओके
करा नहीं, ना मुझे पता था. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, आई नेवर न्यू कि देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड अ बिग पिक्चर. So
राइट
I was unaware. So मैंने वो पता भी नहीं, एक्सप्लोर भी नहीं करा अपने आप को. बट अगेन इट इज अ पर्सनल चॉइस कि आपको क्या पढ़ना है. बट द होल पॉइंट इज कि आपको न्यूज़पेपर तो नहीं छोड़ना है. एंड बियॉन्ड दैट यू डिसाइड फॉर योरसेल्फ कि आपको क्या पढ़ के कंप्लीट महसूस हो रहा है कि अच्छा आई नो वट एवर हैज हैपेंड टुडे.
राइट
उसके बियॉन्ड मुझे जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. एंड दिस इज हाउ यू स्टडी. किसी भी चीज को मंथली एंड पे मत छोड़िए, वीकेंड पे मत छोड़िए कि मैं जो भी टॉपिक्स में लिख के रख लूंगा वीकेंड पे मैं इसकी रिसर्च करूंगा या करूंगी. डजंट मेक सेंस. इट इज नॉट हाउ इट इज सपोज टू बी.
ओके सर सो दिस वाज योर फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट जिसमें आपने 6th रैंक ली थी और आपके शायद सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में जो है आपके इंटरव्यू में मार्क्स थोड़े कम थे सो विल यू प्लीज टेल अस अबाउट योर एक्सपीरियंस विद द इंटरव्यू पैनल कि क्या हुआ एग्जैक्टली
So my second interview, I mean first interview in the second attempt, the score was 124, which is
राइट
pretty much the interviewer telling me that I don't want you into the services. And in my second interview, the score was 184, and this was okay, above
राइट
average kind of, not very good, but okay. So in the difference, I would say, I think personally, I still say it to a lot of people that I don't know why, but I always thought that 124 was a bit low for me. But leaving that apart, what I changed after my first interview was I spent a lot of time in preparing my detailed application form, and I spent a lot of time in preparing for what service I was in.
ओके
So I spent about 2 months in just preparing my DAF. About 2 months, and I
राइट
actually used to study about 5 to 6 hours a day in preparing my DAF. So I had done research for how many people are there, how many famous people are there on my mother's name, for example. So I had gone to that extent कि मुझे कुछ भी
ओके
पूछ लो तुम, I will be able to answer you. At least I was prepared.
राइट
The only and in the actual interview they only asked me economics. 80% of my interview was economics, which was not there in my DAF. Only my degree was
ओके
there, but they asked me only economics, which is basically current affairs. But I
राइट
was confident in answering those questions also because I knew कि मुझसे कुछ और भी पूछ लेगा तो भी मुझे आता है. So that is why it helps you a little if you are much better prepared, because you will yourself feel confident in front of the panel कि I am equipped. You can try to play smart with me, but I am also well equipped. So I will try to always lead you in that direction कि मुझे तो ये आता है, ये पूछो.
राइट
So that is what changed really. And if you really have to be prepared, so I think I took the interview a bit lightly in the first attempt, which you should
ओके
not.
राइट So, but what were the mistakes that you made in your first, let's say, the first attempt and the third attempt कि आपका prelims नहीं clear हो पाया था? मतलब, where do you think you went wrong during those attempts?
So in the first attempt, I was extremely nervous, and I think so for me prelims and I don't go together, because in my
Okay.
second attempt when I cleared prelims, the cutoff was I think 116, and I scored 116.3. So
Wow.
I have a very 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 kind of a not good relationship with prelims. So जो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में फेल हुआ था तो वो भी कुछ 0.5 मार्क्स से फेल हुआ था. So but in general, if I have to tell you what led me to fail in the prelims is two things. One, I did my static portion wrong in both the
Okay.
in the other two attempts I got almost all my static questions correct. second and fourth when I cleared. In the
Right.
first and third when I didn't clear, majorly I did my static questions wrong, and majorly I did polity wrong, which was my strongest subject. Right.
Okay.
And second mistake which I did was I attempted questions which I had no idea about. So I had
Right.
not, I didn't even have any intuition about those questions, but I thought कि अच्छा मेरे number कम हो रहे हैं, so I need to attempt more. So probably I attempted 2 questions more, and I lost marks there. So I lost because of negatives and doing my static wrong.
Okay. So do you think that you were not that well, you did not devise your own strategy to give the exam, prelims ka especially?
Yes, I agree. So for first attempt, I had no strategy, and I was too scared of
Hmm.
the exam. So I think
Okay.
my confidence really played a big part in me not being able to have my own strategy as such.
Hmm.
But after the second attempt, in the third attempt, I had the strategy. I had applied the same strategy. But again, so I was very kind of demoralized after seeing the breakup of my mains and interview after my
Okay.
second exam result. So my
Right.
main score was probably second highest in all in the entire country. Also in that year's list, I was second highest main scorer, and my interview
Oh.
was the lowest in that year's list. So I was really disheartened of sorts कि मतलब what is this nonsense? Even if I write again, who
Right.
is to tell me that मैं interview में और better कर सकता हूँ? So it was just about a week's time I got after the breakup and the exam. So I think
Hmm.
my mentality in both these cases, my mental framework really played a big part in me not being able to crack it. So it's very important that you keep your calm, keep your cool, and then write the exam. Don't think about things beyond the exam on that day.
Right. Block the noise.
Block the absolutely block everything else. Just
Hmm.
even if people shout near you, besides you, just that's how you have to up to it.
Right. So अगर आपका गॉड फॉरबिड बट अगर आपका सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में नहीं हुआ होता तो भी आप कंटिन्यू करके फोर्थ अटेम्प्ट तक देना.
Yeah, this is something which I don't know what would I have done in the moment, but if I
Hmm.
in hindsight, if I may, so in my second attempt, before I got the results for that year, I had already
Right.
two job offers in my hand from campus placement in Delhi school,
Hmm.
and I had said yes to Deloitte.
Okay.
And so if for by any chance if I had not got through um, in that year, I would
Hmm.
definitely would have joined Deloitte and then prepared.
Okay.
But I don't know how long could I have done it because it's a pretty demanding job, and I
Exactly.
like the profile of the job. So I don't know how long would I have been able to manage it, but I would have wanted to. That much I can say.
Okay. So एक बार के लिए you would have wanted some sort of backup या safety net so that आपका confidence भी इतना hit ना
So
ले.
I have always wanted a backup. So I thought it's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know. But
Right.
I joined Delhi School of Economics only because I wanted a backup. There was nothing
Okay.
beyond that. And that is how I treated the college also. I mean, should not because it's one of the best colleges in the country. But for
Right.
me, it was only a backup. कि अच्छा मुझे UPSC ही करना है, but अगर नहीं हुआ तो then I need something to fall back on.
Right. 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 So you've seen pretty much everything in life. Like you've gone through financial disturbances and आप school travel करते थे 80 kilometers one way for going to your school every day. But ये जो examination and it was a long journey for you. I'll say कि 6 साल almost लग गए आपको 5 साल. तो what कहीं तो वो low point आया होगा because usually आ जाता है मेरा तो हर 2-3 महीने में आता है when you feel कि कुछ नहीं हो रहा.
So
So
मेरा low point, I think after my second exams result when I didn't clear the prelims. I mean
hmm,
second जब मेरा prelims clear नहीं हुआ after getting into the list.
right.
That was the lowest point of my life in terms of UPSC.
Okay. So, but how did you bounce back from that?
So for bouncing back, I gave myself time. To
Okay.
be again being very frank with you, so I decided कि अब मुझे I will not decide whether I want to write again or not right now. I
Hmm.
already got into the service and my brother was getting married in November. I think the results came
Okay.
around May. I gave prelims. I was here and there when I calculated on the same day. When the results
Hmm.
came, I didn't clear, and then I decided कि अच्छा भाई की शादी enjoy करता हूँ. So I planned everything. I was a proper wedding planner of sorts for the next 2-3 months,
Hmm.
and then I decided कि अच्छा जाके शिमला जाता हूँ academy में, and then I'll enjoy there. Let me see
Right.
what they have in store for me, kind of. So I did. I went there, and till the month of January, I think I did not think about whether I am going to write again or not. I
Okay.
was only reading the newspaper because I really enjoy it. Even today, I enjoy
Hmm.
it. So that is
Right.
something which has been there with me since so many years now. And after the applications for UPSC prelims opened, that is when
Hmm.
I took a call कि अच्छा मुझे अब देना है या नहीं देना है. And that is when I took a call and decided कि अच्छा probably I will give one last attempt. And the only reason
Okay.
for that being the last attempt was कि जब अगर वो मेरा attempt नहीं होता यानी this attempt मेरा नहीं होता तो I would
Hmm.
be in a full-fledged job. And whatever
Right.
kind of job it is extremely extremely difficult after you join proper permanent posting to
Hmm.
prepare for UPSC.
Exactly.
So give yourself time. So that is what I was trying to say. Give yourself time, distract yourself of sorts.
Okay. And during the course of preparation, how did you manage your stress levels?
For me, there were two, three things which I used to do. One,
Right.
I was never off social media. So
Okay.
whenever I was generally able to control my instincts for social media. So it is not
Hmm.
to say that सबको social media join करना चाहिए.
जी.
Don't misunderstand me for that. But मैं control कर लेता था. तो जब भी मुझे
Hmm.
lunches and dinners या बीच में मुझे लग रहा है 2 घंटे पढ़ लिए, I can take a 15 minutes break. So I used to generally scroll. And
Okay.
fortunately for me, I was following the right pages, right channels of sorts, and news channels and all that. So मैं जब वो भी पढ़ता
Hmm.
था, तो I could at least gain something from there also. ऐसा नहीं था कि मैं
Okay.
वहां पे जाके फोटोज देख रहा हूँ और लाइक्स कर रहा हूँ ऐसा दिस वाज नॉट व्हाट आई वाज डूइंग देयर आल्सो दैट इज वन
Right.
थिंग सो यू कैन यूज इट कंस्ट्रक्टिवली आल्सो इफ यू वांट and it's a good freshening up of your mind also in that
हाँ
sense.
जी.
And two, I used to talk to my friends here and there. जब भी मुझे
Okay.
बहुत लगता था तो रात के टाइम पे जनरली आई यूज्ड टू टॉक. थ्री, आई यूज्ड टू वॉच स्पोर्ट्स. अगर कोई बहुत बड़ा मैच आ रहा है जैसे फेडरर और नडाल यूज्ड टू बी माय फेवरेट मैच तो वो हमेशा देखता था. आई नेवर
Okay.
यूज्ड टू मिस इट. क्रिकेट मुझे बहुत पसंद था तो मैं इंडिया अगर कभी भी खेले तो आई विल वॉच इट.
Right.
एंड फोर्थ व्हिच आई यूज्ड टू डू वाज आई यूज्ड टू वॉच फ्रेंड्स. So I used to watch Friends I think 6 episodes every day.
6 episodes every day.
Every meal I used to watch 2 episodes.
Wow.
That was my really
Okay.
really big stress buster for me.
Right. For a lot of us, actually.
I'm sure.
Uh,
And I watched Friends 5 times consecutively. So consecutively full 10 seasons I've watched 5 times.
Brilliant. Because a lot of people say कि आपको बिल्कुल cut off कर लेना चाहिए, but I think long run में यही approach ज़्यादा सही है because you can't like just pack yourself in a room and go on for 2 years or 3 years.
No, that's what. No, so अगर पहले अटेम्प्ट में आपका ये सब कुछ बंद बंद करके हो जाता है ना तो यू विल थिंक दिस इज द
हाँ.
राइट स्ट्रेटेजी. बट फॉर
Right.
पीपल लाइक अस एटलीस्ट हु आर रिपीट अटेम्प्टर्स उनके
Hmm.
लिए ना दैट इट बिकम्स रियली अ बर्डनसम एस्पेक्ट कि अच्छा मैं 4 महीने सालों से अपने दोस्तों से नहीं मिला हूँ, कहीं घूमने नहीं गया हूँ, कहीं पार्टी नहीं करी है, कहीं कुछ देखा नहीं है, कुछ स्पोर्ट्स नहीं देखा है, तो इट बिकम्स रियली स्ट्रेसफुल. सो यू नीड टू गेट
Exactly.
आउट ऑफ द फ्रेमवर्क कि ये करना जरूरी है. अगर वो कर रहा है कर रही है तो मुझे भी करना चाहिए. नो, डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. नो, यू नीड टू हैव योर
Hmm.
ओन वे.
Right. So basically form your own strategy for the entire exam. this बात वही है.
एब्सोल्युटली. इतना पता होना चाहिए कि सिलेबस क्या है और सिलेबस कैसे खत्म करना है. एंड दैट इज ऑल यू नीड टू डू. 18 घंटे
Hmm.
पढ़ना है, 15 घंटे पढ़ना है, 5 घंटे पढ़ना है, डजेंट मैटर. एवरीबडी स्टडीज अ डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ आवर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज और हर ओन कैपेबिलिटी एंड
Right.
रिक्वायरमेंट. ये कोई स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला नहीं है. लाइक पीपल कीप आस्किंग में कितने घंटे पढ़ूं, मुझे क्या पता यार. सिलेबस के हिसाब से पढ़ो.
Hmm. आपका डेली टाइम टेबल क्या होता था लाइक आप नाइट राइजर हैं या फिर आप अर्ली मॉर्निंग में पढ़ते थे व्हाट वाज योर शेड्यूल लाइक.
So for me, it used to be in phases. So sometimes I used to be night study in the night. Sometimes I used to wake up really early in the morning. But before the exam, generally, अगर prelims approach कर रहा है या mains approach कर रहा है, तो I would try to be a morning person
ओके.
because I wanted to my mind to start behaving that way कि मुझे सुबह जल्दी उठ के travel करना है और फिर exam लिखने जाना है. So my mind
राइट.
cannot be lethargic when I'm actually writing the exam. So that is why at least a month back I used to do that. So that is one trick which I used to have. And generally my routine was again like I said I used to I by nature I'm a person who likes to be busy.
ओके.
So in a way I mean busy means मैं friends देख रहा हूँ तो वो भी busy है. मतलब मैं खाली नहीं
हाँ.
होना चाहिए. I should not
राइट.
feel कि मैं कुछ सोच रहा हूँ बैठे बैठे सारा टाइम. It doesn't work like that for me. But something has to keep happening around me.
ओके. सो हसल बसल होना चाहिए बिल्कुल.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा होना चाहिए. I agree.
थोड़ा सा. आपने आई थिंक आपने 4 अटेम्प्ट्स दे दिए हैं और बाय नाउ आई थिंक यू मस्ट हैव हैड अ नर्व ऑफ सीइंग कि यूपीएससी बेसिकली अपने कैंडिडेट से चाह क्या रहा है, वो तो आपके अकॉर्डिंगली व्हाट आर दीज क्वालिटीज जो कि एस्पिरेंट्स में होनी चाहिए दैट अ यूपीएससी बोर्ड वांट्स फ्रॉम द एस्पिरेंट कि ये चीज तो होनी ही चाहिए.
So, what UPSC wants from you is, I don't know, let me try to list out some of the qualities. So, one is they want you to be intuitive.
Okay.
So, anybody who, like, for intuitive, the first thing that you can do with your own intuition is to devise your own strategy.
Right.
That's being intuitive. कि अच्छा, this is working for me, this is not working for me, this may not work for me, this may work for me. So this is your way of being intuitive in your preparation, and that quality travels with you forever, right? Second, I think you can be open-minded. Okay, for example,
Okay.
at least I can at least speak for myself. So before starting UPSC preparations, I was very narrow-minded, or at least somewhat narrow-minded. But when I read up a lot of things which I have now in the books, in the newspaper, syllabus, and all that, my mind has really opened up. I look at things in a very different perspective. So, and
Right.
there comes a third quality, which is to be able to grasp and be able to listen and be willing to change your viewpoint. So it tells you
Right.
to be flexible of sorts कि आपको कुछ बता रहे हैं तो आप सुनिए. And fourth is to be able to handle the pressure. That is very important. And because the job is
Okay.
really stressful, yeah. मतलब, at least in the last
हाँ.
2.5 months I've seen, and 8 months of my earlier training I've seen that it is really stressful. It is not easy.
Right. But do you think कि after you start, because this is something that I have felt with myself कि आपने after you started preparing for your examination, the things that used to be funny पहले, जो आपको कुछ चीजें लगती थी वो अब नहीं है, या फिर पहले जो चीजें आप नहीं समझ पा रहे थे वो आप अब ज्यादा बेटर वे में समझ सकते हैं. May it be
Absolutely. No, absolutely right. So, a lot of misogynistic jokes which people used to send me,
exactly
I don't enjoy them anymore. So, I
right.
look at them from a very different perspective. So, I mean, there are a lot of statements of passing comments which people make where you gain a much better perspective. जैसे पढ़ के ये भी नहीं होता ना, मतलब पढ़ के सिर्फ इतना नहीं है that for me one big thing which I have gained in my 2 trainings is कि I used to be very impulsive in the first. कि अगर मान लीजिए if I don't agree with you, then I will be very forthcoming in stating my point and making sure कि you have to agree with what I say. Now
Okay.
I've become very understanding in that sense कि अच्छा ठीक है, you have a viewpoint, I have a viewpoint, let me stick to mine, you stick to yours. So I basically
Right.
agree to disagree. And you are, by doing this, you are actually able to maintain that kind of good relation, cordial relation of sorts with the other person also, which is very
Coexist
important.
basically.
So in life people will have different opinions, so you cannot कि मेरे को अगर न्यूज़पेपर में कोई आर्टिकल पसंद नहीं आया तो मैं अखबार फाड़ के फेंक दूंगा. So what will you
हाँ.
gain by that? So it doesn't work like that. So you rightly said कि आप चीजों को बहुत different angle से देखने लगते हो, and you evolve much quickly as compared to what you would if you were not preparing for UPSC. And that is why I say
Exactly.
कि UPSC doesn't only prepare for you for the exam, it prepares you for life if you
Right.
actually treat it really well.
That's true. So we've come to the end of this session, and the last question that I want to ask you is कि suppose for example एक छोटे से गांव में कोई एक बच्चा बैठा हुआ है जो कि कल से अपनी preparation start करना चाह रहा है, and he wants to give the exam, let's say 9 months or 10 months ahead. उसको आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे कि इस हिसाब से आप अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी इन्वेंट कीजिए या ये चीज आप करना स्टार्ट कर दीजिए.
So for that kid who is in a very small village, fortunately Geo is there in India, so you
अबूल.
have access to internet connection now. Pretty much everybody has, right?
Right.
So you are in a better world where than what I was in. So what you are supposed to do is, I think basically the first thing you have to do is read the syllabus. So I always tell aspirants that by the time you finish your preparation and you say कि अच्छा मैंने सब पढ़ लिया है, you
हाँ
should be
जी.
able to check every single item in the syllabus for your optional as well as for GS. No item should go unchecked. So that is the first thing you have to do. So you need to know what UPSC is asking for. Second thing you can do is कि again using the internet you can download some of the past papers and just give one reading. Don't try to solve them. Just give a
Right.
reading and try to understand कि UPSC पूछना क्या चाह रहा है मुझसे. And you will have a better idea कि अच्छा this is what the pattern of prelims is, this is the pattern for mains is. And the
Right.
last thing that you have to do is start pick up the newspaper, start making your own notes. Don't rely on any secondary material at all. It has to be organic, it has to be authentic, it has to be your own hard work, and that is what will help you in the exam. And one last thing I want to say is ki it is very important you understand that UPSC being so vast that it is, just hard work will not help you clear the exam. You need smart work, and
Okay.
people like us understand it much later, and that is why we take multiple attempts. But anybody who can understand, and that is why you need to devise your own strategy. Be smart, be aware, open your minds
Right.
and ears, but be very very authentic to yourself, and then you'll definitely be able to sail through the exam.
So I hope you had a good time. Your session was extremely informative, and whatever I heard about you, I mean, your stories of resilience, your story of you being a hustler is truly inspirational. So thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a great time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.